Hi guys, this is Shahul from GooCampus. I'm sure you would have come across a lot of videos educating you about NEET PG and the PG application processes all over the YouTube. But however, I've come across a topic which would affect a lot of students here applying this year. Over the last few years, we have come across so many students who have done minute errors or which might look very small at the outset, but have costed them their entire year maybe. So let me point out a few of them in this course of the video. So firstly, in this video, we're going to talk about the few major errors that candidates make while doing the counseling phases. And this can be segregated into 3 stages. The first one would be application stage. The second one is the option entry stage. The third one is the post-allotment and mop-up stage. Okay. Counseling for All India quota, All India government colleges and MCC deemed colleges are done by MCC at a national level. Counseling for respective state government colleges and state private colleges are done by the state authorities. Firstly, we would like to state a few errors that we have personally come across with our registered clients over the past few years. So maybe this could shed light and avoid you from making the same errors. So in the following slides, you will be seeing the major errors that are made over the past few years with our registered clients. And you will also see and hear my senior counselor who will be talking about these errors and how they can be avoided. With a little bit of attention, while you're doing this application process and all these things, you could save a lot of time and effort. Also, always make sure that you have an expert guidance, so these kind of errors could be avoided at the outset. Now I'll hand over to my senior who will be explaining you the slides, and I'll see you at the end of it. I hope you like it, guys. Good luck.
Hi, this is Ashwini here. Thank you, Shahul. Now, as Shahul has already briefed you, in this video we're going to talk about a few errors which mostly students do at the time of application. Starting with the first one, which we've seen many students doing this in last couple of years, that is last year and before last year. In Karnataka, we have 2 categories, that is linguistic minority category and religious minority category. Now, linguistic category is for students who belong to Telugu, Tamil, Kodava and Tulu. Now, the first case that I'm talking to you about is this particular student forgot to tick linguistic minority in the application copy of KA. This particular student or the candidate had done 10 years of studies in Karnataka. He was residing in Karnataka and the mother tongue was Tamil. Ideally, if you are from Karnataka and you've done 10 years of studies in Karnataka and talking Tamil here, you belong to Tamil linguistic minority category. We do have 2 Tamil linguistic minority colleges in Bangalore. So in the KA application, the small negligence that this student did is, in the KA application, he forgot to tick the linguistic minority checkbox, and hence during the document verification process, though he had all the required documents to prove that he is a Tamil speaking person residing in Karnataka, they did not do his document verification under Tamil linguistic category, that is under MA. Tamil minority category is called as MA in Karnataka. So his documents were not verified under that category for a simple reason that he did not claim that he belongs to Tamil linguistic category in his application. So what was the consequence of the small negligence or the error? Candidate much lower than this student's rank got a private merit seat in Bangalore under MA category, that is under Tamil category. And what happened to this student? This student is currently preparing for the coming up NEET exams. So this costed an entire year. So this time, students belonging to linguistic categories, that is like Tamil, Telugu, Tulu, Kodava, please make sure you tick the category, and after you take the printout of the application, ensure that this is seen on the application. Because even this year, we saw in couple of cases, the last season which just ended, couple of students had, they say that in the final edit, they had ticked the linguistic category, but in the printout, that particular checkbox was left blank. So please make sure that you are ticking, as well as after you take the printout of the application, you should see the tick mark in the hard copy of the application as well. To the next case. As I just mentioned, We do have religious minority categories as well. Now, religious minority category is Christian and Muslim. This is a typical case which we came across last year. Now, this particular student belonged to Christian minority category with mother tongue of Telugu. A student was under the impression that he can either choose linguistic or religious and he cannot take benefit of both the reservations. No, that is not true. Now, suppose you have supporting documents to prove that you belong to religious minority as well as linguistic minority. Of course, you can get your documents verified under both the categories. Now, this particular student belonged to Telugu, that is ME category, and he had Christian minority status. Now, because the student was not sure or he was unaware that he can take benefit of both the reservations, he had ticked in his application form only religious minority, and hence his document verification was done only under Christian minority, that is MC category. What was the result of this? The result of the small negligence, of course, costed a big thing to the student. Now, student was eligible only for the MC category seats because his documents were verified under MC. As he failed to get his documents verified under ME category, he could not take the benefit of that particular reservation category. There was another student who had almost similar rank, almost close. The ranks were pretty close, but the student got a seat under ME category in Bangalore. But this person could not get the specialization of his interest under MC category, and hence a student had to take up a seat in deemed universities by paying a heavy fees. As we all know, deemed universities fees structures are on a higher side compared to private merit seat. So what do we learn from this? Suppose if you have 2 categories or 3 categories, you have every right to get your document verification done under those categories. You should always make sure that you are surely mentioning these reservation categories in your KA application copy. Now, there are a lot of students in Karnataka who have HK plus ME. Some students have HK plus ME plus SC. So, you can always verify your documents under 3 categories, 2 categories, whichever you belong to. So, you never know under which category what benefit awaits for you, right? So, it's always better. If you have a reservation, so please get your documents verified under it and make sure that you have done proper entries in your KA application form. Now, the next case that we are referring to is in Karnataka. Even the non-Karnataka students can apply for the Karnataka private merit seats counselling. Now, this case which I'm referring to is, I think most of them have done this mistake last year or before last year, because most of the states, that is, you take AP, Telangana or Tamil Nadu, Kerala, they do not allow outside their state students to apply for their private merit seats. But Karnataka allow outside Karnataka students to apply even for the private merit seats. So this particular case that I am referring to, now this student was from Kerala. Of course, he had a very good rank, but he did not apply to Karnataka for a simple reason that he thought, okay, even other states will have a same rule like his state, that is outside students are not eligible for the merit seats. But later, as the rounds went by, the round 1, round 2, I think during the round 2 process, he got to know through someone that no, even Kerala students can apply for Karnataka admission process. So by the time he understood this and he did the fresh registration or fresh application for the mop-up round, it was too late because students below his rank also had taken up the seats in round 1 and round 2. Only if they leave the seats, he had a chance in round 3. So generally, what comes in the mop-up round, generally the merit seats that come to mop-up round is very few. So he could not crack any seat in the mop-up round, and he also couldn't get a seat of his choice in his respective state, and hence he had to take up a seat in deemed university at a high fees. Now, student had a very good rank. Had he applied to Karnataka, of course he would have cracked a private merit seat over here because the rank was pretty good. Okay, so please keep this in mind. Also inform your friends. Karnataka allows outside Karnataka students to apply for Karnataka private colleges. We have a separate category called as open merit. So open merit seats are reserved for non-Karnataka students. So the next case that we are referring to is document verification. Now, most of the students think that just by applying to KEA and by paying the application fees, they are done. okay, so now they'll be eligible for the counseling process, they can take up the last minute stray round vacancy seats, a lot of things. So please understand, just by applying and by paying the registration fees, you're not eligible for the counseling process. You should come in person to the KEA office to be eligible for Karnataka counseling process. Now suppose this case again refers to the last year case which I would like to discuss with you. Now this student also thought, okay, applied, pay the registration fees, anyways the score was a little bit behind, so thought that okay, let me participate in Karnataka counseling for the management or for the NRI sponsored category in the third round or at the stray round, that is at the final mop-up at the college level. Now, whether you're looking for management seats or NRI seats, you're looking for an option of taking up the seat at the college level later once all the seats are surrendered back to the college, that is the vacant seats, once the vacant seats are surrendered back to the college. Whatever your plans may be, whether to participate in the merit counseling process or whether to take up seat later once the vacant seats are surrendered to the colleges, whatever your plans may be, make sure that you apply and you also verify your documents with KEA. It's very important that your name has to appear in the KEA merit list for you to be eligible to take up the seats in Karnataka. So document verification is a must if you are planning to study in Karnataka. It could be under any category. Now these are very few errors which happens during the application stage when it comes to Karnataka admission process. There are still much more mistakes which students do, especially when we come to Karnataka domicile or local students, because we have a lot of categories for Karnataka domicile students. We would like to discuss about the same in our coming up video, and also our next video is going to be the application or the registration stage errors while registering with MCC. That is, as I think you all should be knowing by now, All India Government Quota, deemed universities, central universities and ESI colleges, counselling is done by MCC, that is Medical Counselling Committee, at the center level, at the All India level, and it is an online process. So the registration and the application process is completely different for MCC. So even there we've seen a lot of students going through a lot of errors in change of categories, applying under the NRI sponsored quota or not doing the option entries right. So all this we will be sharing with you in our next videos. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you got to know so many mistakes that others have made, and I'm hoping that this has made you wiser, and we as a team in GooCampus really hope that you don't make these kind of errors while filling up applications or in the other two stages that I have mentioned before. And we wish you all the best for the upcoming NEET PG season. And also, if you're looking for any expertise, you can find all our contact details at the description given below. Please do like, share and subscribe the videos, and there will be so many upcoming videos, so you can do follow us. Thank you.